As far as the Russell goes, rejected the yellow box. Nothing. We have some data coming out in the morning tomorrow. And then we have PCE again on Friday. That might be the last of our movers, especially anything regarding the Russell. Tech has a couple other earnings to contend with. But for now, as far as that push-up goes, the bull rally's still on. We just rejected at this yellow zone for now. So let's see if we're getting back in. I do think if we give this back up and we're back here, yes, it could be a double bottom situation. We could still hold. But at that point, I would tend to think we might go a little bit lower. As far as your expected move, we reined it back in. So maybe the fireworks are done. Maybe we start to go for that 2 spot. As it stands right now, I don't know if I have much to go on. But if pre-market is red, I would say that's probably going to be your high, and I would tend to go short and look for that lower low. NASDAQ, ultimately, we played the back and forth game, rejecting the yellow box. We're right here, and just like we're about to talk about with the S&P, all eyes are kind of on this zone right here, because if you're bullish and you're thinking higher and low, it needs to be right here. If you're bearish, thinking that's your lower high, then you want this to go smooth right through. Maybe we base out and then earnings sends it, and then we're kind of right back at our bear trend for now. This green line, again, still puts us, I'm going to say that's right at the 10% mark is where we marked that. So that's full-blown correction territory. That is when I buy a lot more. I'm being serious when it comes to that. All right, as far as the Qs go, we got outside, reined it back in. I do not think the fireworks are done. So whether we hit this line or this line, we'll know tomorrow. That will largely depend on earnings, and it's kind of like what the other earnings have been. You guys saw the reaction live. Beat earnings, or at least made expectations, just didn't beat it by much. And I think that might be, maybe spooking some people, maybe some sellers. As far as the beat goes, I mean, we've been on such an impressive run that to continue that, they need to come out batting 1,000 across the board. For now, I don't like it when things go red like this. Green day for me, it will be red tomorrow as far as like my investment account goes, especially with Meta. But I gotta say, I do want us to sell off more. Overall, I just don't think this was enough of a sell-off to catch a real dip buy and maybe get us out of. There is a turning point where it sells off so much that the further red news that comes out just doesn't do anything. Ultimately, the markets kind of look like Tesla did. Non-stop red news, bad, war this, inflation that. But eventually everyone's like, well, I like this price regardless. I'm going to start buying here. And we start to kind of separate ourselves from that news. That excuse doesn't work anymore. And that will be the buy side. All right, as far as the S&P, just like the NASDAQ, we're coming into a zone. Now, this will move tomorrow, largely affected by tech. We have Microsoft and Google coming in hot tomorrow. So we'll see their earnings. Man, if we do bounce right here, I got to say that's probably your last short entry before it does sell off and go any further. Remember, guys, this is our current trend down. A couple of green days doesn't mean anything but a relief rally. A relief rally that we called out would be happening, and then it happened, so we're kind of right back on. But again, it's crazy how fast someone can forget about some red days with a single 1 or 2 green candles. All of a sudden, back to all-time highs. Sky's blue, rainbows again. Everything's good. So right now, all eyes do kind of depend on this. And this is honestly where I'm going to plan next week off of. Come Friday at close, are we above or below this level? All right, as far as the expected moves go, again, reined it back in. Hang on, we got to get rid of this. Smack dab right there in that zone.